Hey there guys, DMO73 here with my buddy James, who you saw play a Wanderer, red-black Yog-Sothoth Cthulhu control-ish combo list, I guess. And he's got his little Cthulhu buddy there, repping the thing. So why don't you tell us a little bit about what we're doing here?
Alrighty, so right here we got our Umar, Keeper of 1,000 Keys. Just call him 1K Keys. It's really confusing, but I like to call him Yog just because the backside. So front side doesn't really look that appealing. It's just the Energize if you take the draw. It's really good against mainly rush decks because you can either get that early game removal, or you can bring them out early, clear the 1-drop board against long boards, or if you get into that control grind, you can just end up blowing out their main win cons.
Yeah, right, absolutely.
So on the backside, doesn't seem like much, but his limit is X+1, which can catch people off guard. Everyone just normally assumed it was X. For his thing, it's on the end of your turn you blow up everything and remove a counter, so you can actually set the tempo for where it is, and because he has a limit, you can adjust the counters how you want. So if you want to blow up 5 drops one turn, and then you have a bunch of your 4 drops out, you can just swing with him next turn and it goes down to 3 and you evade that explosion.
Right.
And at the start of a turn, so it can be your opponent's too, you just lose the 500 and he goes back to the ruler zone, so that's the way he protects himself.
Right.
And the 15-15 is just the big pressure. That's what they gave him to make him playable. And we're going to cut into the stones.
Okay.
So that's how we play the deck. So I like to start with the main colors being ran. So we got 4 Magic Stone of Scorched Bales.
Red-black, pretty standard.
Yep. Then we move into some of the more unique stones. So we got our Little Red, the Pure Stone.
Yeah, green variant.
Yep, we run red-black, but the majority is black, so 80% of the time we're going to call black, but if we're getting stuck on that mana curve, we will call red. So we can pull that off to the side now. Then we got our Sealing Stone. I do not know how to pronounce that first.
Grubalesta, yeah.
Yep, Grubalesta. And you can use it for black, you can use it to start killing creatures, rulers. It's just really good removal in general. Then we have Millis, the Ghostly Flame Stone. Good for pumping your creatures and getting that red source. So I like it. And then so we don't get totally blown out
By splits.
We run a package, so 2 Dark Magic Stone and 1 Fire, so we're not locked out.
How do you feel about hitting that turn 1 Fire Magic Stone?
I feel that it's okay. More than likely, I'm going to keep 1 red creature, like a Rookeg or the Black Goats that you'll see further ahead.
So it's not necessarily like you're just locked out.
Yeah, you're not locked out. You're going to aim to keep like the 1 drops for 1 black and 1 red.
Okay.
So that way, no matter which stone you get, you're not locked out turn 1.
Okay, sounds good. So let's go into our Resonators.
So for our Resonators, we have, starting with the 1 drops, we have 2 creature from Chaos. He's really good removal if we can't hit that late game and we have to start stalling. And by stalling, I just mean keeping their board at bay.
Right.
Not actually stalling. That's illegal.
Right. I hear you.
Yeah. So he can remove the rulers,
stuff, right.
or any creature. So he's really good for trading, and that's what I like to use him for.
Okay.
Our next thing, we go into our 3 package of Rookeg. I don't usually run 4 of because I'm not expecting to have that much red creatures in my deck.
Right.
But honestly, it's a really good sack target. Incarnation loves it.
Right. Of course, Incarnation loves it. It's so good.
Yep. So that's why we run it as a 3-of. Our next one, we have our package, so full set of Black Goats.
Yep, because you're playing Shib, so Shib uses these all the time.
Yep, Shib uses them. They're really good for removal once they hit the yard, and our deck loves the yard. Also, solid Incarnation target because it gives us more gas for getting our creatures out. And then our main bread and butter in the deck,
Shantak.
He's a 2/2, and everyone kind of underestimated him at first, and so did I, but when I saw what his ability is, I'm okay with it, because I'm going to just discard my big creatures to the yard and bring them back in a few more turns. So he has a lot of sustainability, and he's just going to be annoying to the opponent.
Yeah.
And he'll get your win cons in the yard like you want.
Awesome.
So then we move to our 2 drops.
Which is a lot of familiar faces.
Yep, familiar faces. So, like the last time I played...
Mozart!
We got Mozart.
So good. It's my favorite. It doesn't really need explaining.
Yep, it doesn't need explaining. Just removal, 2/2.
Yeah, it's so good.
Okay, that was kind of out of nowhere,
Okay.
but just removal, and we love Mozart. Then we have our 3 drops.
Oh, okay. 3 drops.
Just a one of a duel.
Yeah! Gets there!
Yep. Everyone knows what a duel does. Just sack it, get your Cthulhus, so
Right.
if you're stuck. Also, he's a bait card in the deck. You can use him to pull out your opponent's removal.
Yeah, absolutely. Because
Then
if
we
they
go-
don't stick it, then you're just like, hey,
Going into the meat of the deck, we have
2
Nyarlathotep.
Nyarlathoteps.
Good for discard outlets. It keeps burn and combos at bay, and that's why we run it as the 2-of package.
Yeah, unless you reveal 3 Thunders.
Yeah, 3 Thunders is pretty bad to stare into.
Yeah.
Also, getting hit by 3 Thunders.
Yeah,
in
it feels
play, it's
pretty
bad. So we got that. We got our 2 Haster. That's our removal package.
Yep.
And
That's
then
good.
we've got 3 Shed.
Yep.
Tutors our goats and is a reanimation unit.
Right, which is really good for you guys because it's pretty easy to cast.
Yep, pretty
So-
easy. Just 2 Cthulhus, which you're going to have a ton of in the deck. So we go into our big guys, these big heavy hitters. We got our 2 Azoth.
Yeah.
No need explaining. Comes in, kills 6 of anything, and if he's about to die with no counters, you're just going to sack him to Sheb, or you're going to sack him to another trigger, such as Incarnation. Keeps you from losing that 2,000 life.
Right, yeah, you definitely don't want that. So that's really good. It's a really clever idea.
And our final one is the man himself. We got Yog. 15/15 Pierce. He's just basically sack 3 creatures. Great early game tempo. He's gonna blow out the board of any sweepers.
Okay, let's run through the spells real fast because spells are a little bit more self-explanatory.
All right, we got ourselves 3 schemes.
Pick
Just
a card, make them discard it.
Yep,
Yep,
pick a card,
good
make him
stuff.
discard. I like
That
the
card was
choice.
instant, but
Yeah.
that would be too strong.
Then we got 4 Stone to Death.
Right,
Kills
plain-
anything.
Kill anything.
And then we got our final package for the spells. Oh no, I guess not. Whatever. But we got 4 Flame of the Outer World. 800 Creature Resume.
Yeah,
Can't be chased.
this card is really good.
Really good, really annoying. No one likes to deal with it.
Right.
And then 1 Black Moonbeam, solid.
Another
Really
answer.
kill.
Yeah, you're playing black, you might as well play 1. And then this is like the combo-ish piece, right? To
Yep.
like push through for a ton of damage.
Yep, this is our
Library, Alexandria.
library. The way I like to use it is I play it out, call Cthulhu. I'm not going to call anything else, it'd be silly. But what we do is we play it out, and we start cracking them, and then we incarnate our creatures to crack them for more damage, get more removal, and then one thing leads to another. You can end up cracking them for their entire life in about turn 3 or turn 4.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy if it goes off.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for the deck profile. Thanks to you, all hail Lord Cthulhu. And
Yog.
go ahead and put us down below in your comments what you thought about the deck, what you would change, what you would do different. Huge thanks to James again for playing the list. And until next time, this is DMO73 and James signing off.